Hello, I'm Rochelle, and this is episode 151 of the Genuine Realtor Show, which airs every Friday. Short but scenic, Mount Nemo is beloved by locals and is an amazing place to explore the escarpment cliffs. From hiking to climbing, this is a beauty year-round. Ready? Let's go! Mount Nemo offers one of the best examples of a cliff edge ecosystem here in Ontario and is an amazing place to explore the limestone cliffs dotted with ancient cedars that appear to grow out of the rock face. It's a pretty special place where you can enjoy this rare old-growth forest in all of its spectacular glory. Now for my disclaimer. Yes, I am a realtor here and I'm excited to share what living in the area is like, but I do need you to please respect the nature in any of these areas you visit. Do not leave trash on the trails, pick up after your dog who should remain on leash, and don't trailblaze as there are fragile ecosystems underfoot. Located on Guelph Line in Burlington, just outside the urban sprawl, Mount Nemo is around 360 acres with 5 kilometers of scenic trails as well as the Bruce Trail, which cuts through part of the conservation area. The trailhead itself is right beside a large parking lot with an easy and fairly level walk in. But as you approach the outer edges of the escarpment, you're greeted by crevice caves, mossy limestone inclines, and some truly spectacular views. Mount Nemo first opened up to the public in 1971, but the initial 88 acres of land were acquired back in 1959 in an effort to stop the Lowville Quarry from expanding their operations. Land continued to be added through the 60s, 70s, and 80s, which eventually led to the approval of the Niagara Escarpment Plan in 1985. The quarry operated for just 2 years, from 1958 to 1959. It created aggregate from the limestone, and you can still see the ruins throughout the landscape as you wander the trails. You can even access the old quarry from one of the side loops via an access road down into the regrowing quarry pit, full of the last of the exposed limestone that was never processed. In 1990, the Niagara Escarpment became a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in recognition of the balance between nature and humans, something we should be proud of and continue working hard to protect. Now, if you're enjoying exploring with me or are curious about other nature spaces in the area, please be sure to like the video, subscribe, and click the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. And if you are looking for a recommendation, please feel free to leave a comment below and I will be happy to share some with you. One of the best and by far safest places to take in the view is right here at the 𝗵𝗂𝗃 Lookout, and it's conveniently located at the end of the main trailhead path. The lookout opened in 1993 and sits at 295 meters above sea level, or about half the height of the CN Tower, which you can see out on the horizon if it's a clear day. There are multiple places you can catch the view out towards Milton, Mississauga, and Toronto, but the dilemma with these other outcroppings is that it can be very dangerous to get too close to the cliff's edge. Every year, people fall from the escarpment, and those stunning views or amazing selfies are not worth your life. Please be safe and stay away from the cliff's edge. When you look out, you'll likely see large turkey vultures gracefully riding the thermals in an effort to conserve their energy by soaring through the sky versus flapping to stay airborne. They are not the only animals you'll see out here, as Mount Nemo offers some unique glimpses of a multitude of different species. Now, if you're looking for a challenge and want to up the difficulty of your hike, you can take the Bruce Trail entrance off of Walker's Line. The parking lot is much smaller, but instead of starting on the top of the escarpment, you'll get to hike in and climb up. This walk-in will also give you an appreciation for those ancient cedars, the dwarfed cliff-growing trees, many of which are over 1,000 years old. Fun fact, Nemo is Latin for no one, as in no one could come up with a name for the community back in 1906 when a post office was being built. So Mount Nemo is Mount No One, based on the escarpment location and an homage to the community that is now a part of Burlington. When it comes to rock climbing, you'll be using the anchors on the North Loop, and I recommend you check the Conservation Halton website for any waivers or permits you may need before your climb. Also, be aware that there are strict environmentally conscious climbing practices to protect the fragile escarpment ecosystem, so no top ropes or wrapping trees. If you hadn't noticed yet, living in the Burlington, Hamilton, and surrounding areas is my passion. So if you are thinking about a move, please feel free to reach out. I am always happy to chat about your real estate goals. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week, keep it genuine.